Hello everyone. For this review, we've got the Transformers Masterpiece MPM-11D for Dark of the Moon Ratchet. This particular purchase was done through Amazon Japan, so this is the Japanese version. The only difference really being the Japanese writing. There's a good bit on the front. So some minor differences. Box art is pretty much the same. But yeah, this bottom area is going to be a little bit different from the US release. So yeah, the colors of this release is basically what you're getting. I don't think the accessories are different at all other than just the colors. We'll kind of get into that, but top of the box, you've got the logo. Side, you've got the vehicle. On the other side here, you've got a montage of the front of the vehicle and the front of robot mode. On the bottom, just the legal stuff in Japanese. And the back, get a nice presentation of what to expect. Yes, his mouth does move. He's got the buzzsaw. He's got the arm missiles. The fingers articulate. He's got the gun. And everything's posed up and showing how the weapons can store on the back of the vehicle mode. So that's pretty cool. But we knew that from the first release. So there's that. And just so you can see, there are some QR codes on the flaps in case you want to see that. And here he is out of the box. Simple tray, a little bit different from the Masterpiece stuff. Not too much holding him down. He's got a little fold out pamphlet poster instruction sheet. And it's pretty decent. It's a glossy paper, black and white, with some red to accent the transformation points. So pretty cut and dry. Again, not as nice as the normal Masterpiece stuff. All right. Yep. And here is the accessories, how they look in the package. Just to show that off a little bit. And here he is out of the package. Now there's some little rubber bands around the lights. I don't see rubber bands anywhere else. So let's take those off. And I just broke this. I went to pull the rubber band off, and yeah, that is broken off. I'm trying to see how this is broken. So there's like a little tab. There should be two tabs, and it just snaps into that piece. It doesn't articulate, but yeah, I pulled it out, and one of the little tabs snapped off. That is not good, but I think we can work around that. Okay, moving forward. So let's fix this up a little bit. Light should be straightened up. Everything kind of pegged in. I'm just going to kind of sit this on top for the moment. There we go. So the paint scheme, the color scheme looks really nice. So we've got his hand blaster looking pretty good. We've got his buzzsaw accessory. And he's got these two little arm missiles. So pretty much exactly the same as the 2007 version. So yeah, the colors are looking nice. This Autobot symbol, the detail is just really sharp. I mean, how small this is. I know it's tampoed on, but it's very crisp. He's got a reflector there, some stripes. He's got some really nice detailing, even on the back. The windows are painted. They are not clear plastic. So just FYI on that. They look good though. Some more detailing. These parts don't come off, but it's still cool they did it. And yeah, the rims. I like what they did with the rims. There's, kind of this gray plastic, and then there's silver just inside the outer area, then black, then silver with a silver pin through it. The tires are not rubber, but there's a bit of a wash. It does look, realistic. Like it seems like they're rubber tires. You can touch it, it's not rubber. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. And the front, we've got the fire department, very crisp. And he's got his lights. So overall, the vehicle mode looking pretty good. The paint and the tampos are just really sharp. And yeah, bottom is, you can see his head. His head just really sticks out. Everything else is pretty tight. If it wasn't for the head, you would look at that and say, yeah, that's probably car parts. I gotta do something about this. Okay. So that's the vehicle mode. Let's take a look at the robot mode now. So here he is in robot mode, looking really nice. Now I did take the light piece and just kind of super glue it to the little armature that is supposed to snap into. And it's just supposed to be held in by two little tabs. Gluing it seems to be okay, but yeah, for some reason that little tab broke off. It doesn't really move. The tab just holds it in there, but it's functional. So anyway, moving forward, the color scheme again just really makes this thing pop. It is really, really nice looking. We'll compare it with the other Ratchet in a moment, but yeah, this green, it just registers better. It's just better overall. Especially with this off-white, light gray, whatever this is, the dark gray on the feet. Even the face is painted. It just looks like a better figure overall. He's got lots of ratchets, pun intended. Foot goes back, doesn't really go up much, but everything is ratcheted. He's got some articulation in his two thumbs. Yes, he has two thumbs. They're separate, and the other fingers, they move together, but they are quite posable, so that's nice. So let's try out his accessories. We've got the little arm missiles, and they just peg in like that. And let's put on his saw. I'm trying to remember how this goes. Nope. Oh, okay. It's the slot further above, and you can get the arm missile in there and the buzz saw at the same time, which I don't think is really accurate, but I like being able to store all these parts on the figure. And let's take his blaster. It's going to plug in differently. That I do remember. Let's see. It doesn't go in there. Yeah, it's a little bit different for the blaster. Let's see. Okay. Ah, yeah. Yeah, this kind of goes on the side of his arm instead of the top. If I can get it in there. Okay, and that just snaps in. And I don't know if you can put the arm missiles on this arm. I mean, it looks like there's a slot here, but I think that's just detailing. Yeah. So can't put the arm missiles on the other arm, which is fine. But yeah, that does look really nice. Yeah, those again, the colors just pop. They just look way better. So let's bring in the other Ratchet, and let me move him over a little bit. Okay. Yeah, this yellow versus this green for the new one, just night and day difference. I mean, I appreciate having the 2007 version. It's the original, but like this gray is unpainted. The face is unpainted except for this little silver nose he's got, versus the Dark of the Moon version where it is, the grays are painted, the face is painted. I mean, let's just kind of zoom in here. It just looks better. If maybe if they had painted the gray on the 2007, it would look a little bit better. I just want to show what the color differences are on the back. Yeah, that yellow is just. I know that is like movie accurate, but it is such a weird color. And I think Michael Bay did this to try to make him not realistic, but ended up just it's just weird. uh, so here he is with the Studio Series version. I know it's hard to really compare these guys, but just they're just night and day. You like from the sculpt work, they're just completely different. Portions too. Um, the Studio Series Ironhide looked pretty nice, but even with this premium version of the Studio Series, it just I don't know. It's got some weird, funky proportions. Okay, so let's bring in Optimus, and I know this is not from the same movie, but just to give size comparison, this particular Optimus is the Japanese version, which had a little bit more paint apps, but had this kind of weird thing with the gray. Had a lighter gray, where the American version had a darker gray. I kind of liked the darker gray on the American version, but I I like the extra paint hits on the Japanese version. We really need a Dark of the Moon Optimus. Um, it's about time. I don't think they could use this mold and modify it. His proportions were quite a bit differently, so I think they would have to redo him from scratch if they were going to do it right. But maybe we'll see that eventually. We've gotten some movie 2 and movie 3 figures now, so we're going to be completing the Decepticons pretty soon, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with the MPM line going forward. So that's the review. Let me know in the comments if you like this version versus the original release. And as always, tune into more videos coming up. Thank you.